Want to welcome everybody in to the Sheridan County Journal-Star live YouTube stream. We are live here tonight at Gordon-Rushville High School for the Triangular, which pits your Mustangs, welcoming in the Chadron Cardinals and the Valentine Badgers. Up first here will be Gordon-Rushville and Valentine. We are getting our opening announcement from Mr. Keith Mills. I want to give a big welcome to my co-host for tonight, wrestling expert Craig Peterson. Craig, thanks for coming on and helping me out.
You betcha. It's my pleasure to do anything behind wrestling.
And I have very limited knowledge of wrestling, so that's why we hired the big guns to come in and help me. Mr. Mills is going through the announcements right now. Junior Brenna Bostock will sing the national anthem in a minute here. And I believe from what I understand, we have 7 junior varsity matches between the Mustangs and the Badgers. I'm going to do my best with the scoreboard. No promises on the scoreboard. We're going to try and get as much as we can up as we're going to rise here for the national anthem. Beautiful job, as always, done by Junior Brenna Bostock on the microphone for the national anthem. And here we go. I know what weight the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs and what weight they're going to wrestle at, but I'm going to have to learn on the fly for Valentine. They just have names written down, no weights next to it. Chadron's got their weights in. There will be no JV matches, I believe, between Chadron and Valentine or Gordon-Rushville and Valentine. Just these 7 here.
There you go, Hackenberry.
Hackenberry and Josie Redmond are going to start it off here.
They're just tied up in the center of the mat, got the collar tie on. Just looking for control here. Wrestlers separate.
Redmond is a sophomore at Gordon-Rushville High School. Craig, they had a separate tournament at Olman this past weekend, and Josie went 3-0 in the 126 weight class against other young ladies with 3 pins.
Well, that's pretty amazing. Girls wrestling is getting to be a big deal anymore just about everywhere you go.
And Valentine has 2 young ladies wrestling tonight. They will both wrestle Josie.
It's getting very huge in the college levels, which is making some of these high school girls wanting to get noticed.
Big wrestling meet coming up Saturday here, and I've heard from Alton Archibald, one of the assistant coaches, there are 8 young ladies signed up for that. So we're going to have quite a few young ladies wrestling on Saturday at the Gordon-Rushville Invite.
Again, the wrestlers are just looking for position, trying to get themselves an advantage here. Tied up head to head here in the center.
$20 seconds left. No points so far for either wrestler.
And that's going to end the first period with no score. So we'll go into the second period.
What always amazes me, Craig, is there's no break.
No.
There's no, it's just
No.
right back in there.
No tapping out. Like, you get tired in football, you tap your helmet or whatever, you get to go out for a couple plays.
Yeah.
Or basketball, you grab your jersey
Yeah.
or something, you get to
Yeah.
go out and sit and take. There's no break here.
Nope.
Nobody take your spot.
Yeah, I agree. And we'll see here if either Redmond or Hackenberry can make a move and get on the board.
Hackenberry comes up with the outside leg for a stand-up. Gets to her feet. Back down to the mat. The official, Clint Snell from Kimball, on the mat. And we have a young man from Chadron State College that is, what you want to say, call a beginner. He's just kind of watching and observing.
He's on the left there, Craig.
Yeah, he's just a beginner. So the older guys are trying to get some of the younger guys involved. And Clint's been officiating for many years. And
this is how they learn, right?
Yeah.
So he will just kind of mirror the head referee, but he's not going to hit what he does isn't going to be what goes.
No.
It's going to be all on the head referee on the right there.
Clint right now since he's blowing the whistle.
Okay, got it.
Now they may switch off and Clint might watch him on some of these JV matches.
Yep.
So
good time to learn.
Yeah.
Redmond trying to get that shoulder over there.
Josephine's keeping her broke down pretty good flat on the mat. Trying to work a cradle here, it looks like. Hackenberry gets spread back out on the bottom. Gordon-Rushville needs to jump out to the side. Start working from the side here.
30 seconds to go here in the second period. And
warning. He warned Josephine for stalling there. She's just sitting behind the back riding, and she needs to jump out the side and work for a pinning combination. So she got warned for stalling. Hackenberry quickly to her feet. Josephine brings her back down to the mat. But of course the Valentine girl, Hackenberry on the bottom, she's not really working that hard either right now.
No. Looks like Redmond's doing a lot of the work.
He could have probably warned them both, in my opinion. But now she's jumping out to the side there, working for a pinning combination. She's got the near arm barred up on the inside. That'll end the second period again, no score.
We'll head to the third here. Redmond and Hackenberry all knotted at 0.
Redmond will probably go down, and she does.
What is Hackenberry looking to do here, Craig? What is she?
She wants to break her down, keep her flat down on the mat. She didn't line up right, so she got a caution there. Redmond needs to get up to her feet. She's doing a little hand control underneath. Now she's up to her feet. She needs to peel those hands. She needs to get down. She's turned, escape. She got the point. She's in on a double leg. She's going to get a takedown here. And she might put her to her back. She's got a half in now. There's some back points. And she might get the fall. Plenty of time left. Readjust. Take your time. And there's the fall. So Josephine Redmond gets a fall over Hackenberry of Valentine.
So 1:27 to go here, third period. Redmond picks up the win. Of course, these are JV matches.
Yes.
We'll have a new pair of wrestlers come on in here next. I think Redmond's going to come back and wrestle again here. Like I said, I'm going to try and keep this scoreboard up to date while Craig brings you the action. Did you hear his name, Craig?
No, I did not. Both wrestlers immediately tie up in the collar tie.
This is Braxton Hathorne. This is a 132 match, Craig.
Okay.
I apologize to the Valentine fans tuning in. I don't know his name. But it's a 132 JV match with Braxton Hathorne from Gordon-Rushville, the sophomore.
Now, if you'll notice, the younger official has the whistle now.
Yes, okay. So he's
Hathorne gets him taken down. Official gave 2. I don't know, he might have jumped a little early. The Valentine wrestler got a reversal. Now he's got his arm barred behind his back, slipping around, doing what we used to call the countryman. But he doesn't get it hooked up. Then we're going to be off the mat and going to come back to the center and get a fresh start.
So 2-2 here, first period 103. And the JV 132 match.
Valentine wrestler gets him broke down, working on this near arm, trying to get it barred up. Hathorne needs to base up here. Valentine wrestler again working on the near bar. Going to get it flipped around to his back. Hathorne gets that broke loose again, but he is broke down flat on the mat. Now the Valentine wrestler with a near half. Hathorne fights that off. 10 seconds to go here in the first period, 2-2. So we'll go into the second period. Tied up, 2-2. Hathorne will get his choice. He's going to defer. Valentine's going to go down.
Craig, is this referee a wrestler at Chadron State,
No.
or is he just?
No, I don't.
He's just from Chadron.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know if he's from Chadron. He's just a college kid up there. I don't know.
Oh,
where he's,
okay.
He's from Kozad.
Okay.
But I didn't catch his name.
Okay. Sounds good. I didn't figure the wrestlers from Chadron State had time to come referee.
No.
Be an official for a.
I don't even think they'd enjoy that very much.
Probably not.
At least they are practicing, though. I do know that.
Yeah. I got a press release that the boys are going to play basketball tomorrow at Chadron State. That'll be their first game.
Good.
And the girls will play Saturday.
Valentine wrestler gets a reversal for 2. Hathorne needs to get to his base and get back to his feet. Valentine wrestler getting him broke down there. Now Valentine's got Hathorne broke down flat on the mat. Trying to get that arm from underneath. Got a lot of pressure on it. Hathorne fights it off. Kind of a strong cross face there on the Valentine's part. Valentine working for a cradle, and for years and years and years, Valentine, that's kind of their signature move is a cradle, and they've been doing that for, I'm going to tell you, 40 years.
I'll take your word for it.
Even back in the Motorani days, Valentine was known for their cradles.
Hathorne trying to hang on here with 10 seconds to go.
We're
4-2,
in
yep.
the third period. Valentine leading 4-2 over Hathorne of Gordon. And Hathorne of Gordon chooses to be in the neutral position. Valentine wrestler in on a far single, switches off to a double. Hathorne's going to grab that near ankle and maybe try to do a scramble. Official's going to give him 2 for the takedown. So now it's 6-2. Hathorne still got that leg. Again, Valentine wrestler working on that cradle. Looks like he's got it hooked up underneath. Not a lot of action there. Hathorne's got it broke now. He's got to get free and get out of there. .40 to go here. Third and final period. Valentine leading 6-2. Now the Valentine wrestler went across for a crossface, working on what's called a bob wire. And is going to come back around behind. Down to 10 seconds to go here. Valentine wrestler's going to win the score of 6-2 here over Hathorne of Gordon-Rushville.
Okay, that was the 132 junior varsity match. We'll see who we got coming up next. Could be.
We'll have to listen a little better to Larry. And
yeah, let's listen now. You help me with that because I'm going to bound to forget. Jordan, right, Craig?
Yeah, Cameron Jordan.
And then Bo Child from Gordon-Rushville. Bo is a junior. Oh, better put my camera on point here, huh? My apologies.
Valentine wrestler shot in. Bull's got him on a front head seal here. Might try to shuck him by and get the takedown. Valentine wrestler. Now Child getting around behind. Yep, he's going to get 2 for the takedown here. That was a good move. Kind of had the front head seal and kind of spun around behind him and got the takedown.
Child with the early lead over Jordan.
Minute to go here in the first period. Child just kind of riding here, is going up. Valentine wrestler kind of working for hand control underneath. Now Child's got him broke down flat. Working the far arm. Now he's got the near side half. Child's trying, well, loses it.
Ten seconds here to go.
10 seconds to go here. Child ride him out. Going the second period with a 2-point lead.
And that'll be the end of the first. Wrestles are reset here. Child 2-0.
He elects to defer. Valentine wrestler is going to go down.
So Craig, when Child defers, right, the Valentine wrestler can choose to either stay neutral or go down?
Or take top position.
Or take top. Okay, so he's got all 3 choices.
Correct.
And then now Bo is going to defer for the third period. Okay.
And then he can take whatever position he wants.
Sure. It's kind of like deferring the kickoff, right?
Correct.
To the second half.
Back in the old days, we didn't get that option.
Was it set beforehand, or how did that work?
Yeah. Well, then they'll do that when the varsity comes up. They'll have odd or even matches.
Okay.
They won't flip the disc for the varsity matches.
Okay. That's why we pay you the big bucks.
Yeah, well, they'll flip the disc, and whoever wins, then that team gets to choose either odd or even matches. And then, say if it's, say, the 103 pounds, and they have odd, then they get to choose the 103, the first, the third, the fifth matches. Kind of a strange position here. He might get called a stalemate here. There's not going to be anything that looks like either wrestler is going to advance. It doesn't really look like they're going to. So Clint might get a stalemate. No, he's going to warn the Gordon-Rushville kid for stalling instead of calling a stalemate. So Bo Child's been warned for stalling now. You're going to have to learn all this stuff because you got 3 young boys coming up.
Yeah, I know. One is interested this year, so we might get one to wrestling.
If Grandpa Rick can help him out there.
I know he can. 40 seconds to go here. Child with a 2-0 lead over Cam Jordan.
Child's got a crossbody right in now. 30 seconds to go. He'll be working for that far arm. He's sitting in pretty good position here right now. He's going to try to, he's going to try to cross-face him here and then try to tip him, get what they call a cheap tilt. Trying to put the crossbody right back in again. We're going to run out of time here before he can get anything accomplished.
2 periods in the books in the 145 JV match between Child and Jordan. It's 2-0, Bo Child.
Child's going to go neutral here, so both wrestlers will start on their feet. Child's being up 2-0. Valentine wrestler in deep on a double leg, and he's going to get Childs taken down. So now the score is tied 2-2 with 1.5 minutes to go here. The Valentine wrestler goes up front on a kind of a working on a cradle. Childs needs to peel that hand off with his other hand. He's got to work hand control underneath there, and you got to use his other hand to peel that hand off. Valentine wrestler just about to get that cradle hooked up. Getting closer. Getting closer there. Now he's got the cradle hooked up. Childs is in bad position here. And the Valentine wrestler will end up getting the fall on Childs of Gordon-Rushville with 50 seconds left to go in the 3rd and final period.
Cam Jordan, the fall over Bo Child. You said 50 seconds to go, Craig? Okay,
yes.
5:10. Now we've got 8. Here we go. Keller. Another 145 here, Craig. It's Keller, Brian Keller, and Aiden McDonald.
McDonald in on a single, gets it picked up. Gonna get him taken down. So McDonald with an early lead here, 2-0. He's working that near arm. Got Keller broke down flat on the mat. When you're working that near arm like he is, that's where you want your opponent is broke down flat on the mat. McDonald, out of bounds we go. We're going to get back to the center for a fresh start.
Mustangs really deep at the 145 weight class now. 2 JV wrestlers, and then Jace Freezman will wrestle varsity.
Well, I'm glad to see there's a lot of kids sitting on the bench there for Gordon-Rushville. That's a good sign.
And 3 are still out right now, Craig. They're going to add 3 more here after a little bit of time. So I think I counted 15 wrestlers that competed at Mullen for Gordon-Rushville over the weekend. I can get used to this. It's a heck of a lot less camera work than I'm used to doing. been doing volleyball and basketball and
got to do a little movement there.
Just set it right here and enjoy the young men competing.
McDonald doing a good job of keeping Keller broke down flat. We're going to go into the second period. McDonald leading 2-0.
We're going to bring you all of the JV action tonight and then all 3 matches. We've got Craig here. Craig is pretty darn good at breaking this stuff down. We're going to go ahead and do the Valentine Chadron match too, because we're here and we're going to be live, so we might as well just do it. So if you're from Valentine or Chadron, stay put. We're going to bring you all the action from your wrestlers tonight too, along with Gordon-Rushville.
McDonald in on another takedown. Now he's got a near side half in. Going to try to get some back points here and get Keller put on his back. Keller fighting it off. McDonald needs to get off to the other side. McDonald needs to get him broke down. Keller tries a little kind of a short, poor Granby roll there. McDonald needs to go to work on those arms, and there he goes trying to work some wrist control out front. Keller with a little short sit out, spins around, gets behind McDonald. Brings the score 4-2, McDonald. Keller in with a crossface. McDonald needs to peel that hand off of there. Needs to work hand control. Hand control is very important. Fighting hands. Now McDonald needs to get up to his feet here. Tries to come up, but Keller gets him broke back down flat. Keller's coming around.
Second period ends there. 4-2, McDonald with the slim lead over Keller from Valentine. 4th of 7 JV matches tonight.
Keller or McDonald again on a low single. Got a stalemate. No advantage to either wrestler, and so if there's not going to be any action that's going to take place, they'll call a stalemate and start them back over.
No warnings there, right?
No.
Just.
McDonald in on a single again. Valentine wrestlers trying to do what they call a spladle. But now he's going to probably spin around and doesn't get the spladle. Now he just needs to work that arm out, spin behind and get the takedown. But not McDonald's holding on pretty tight. Now McDonald's spinning around. McDonald needs to kind of pull his head out. He'll have the takedown here, but yep, 2. So that's going to tie it up. Now Keller with that cradle. 15 seconds to go. He's going to get McDonald on his back. He's getting back points. He's going to get at least 3 near fall points. It's going to make the score 7-4. So Keller of Valentine will beat McDonald, Gordon-Rushville, by a score of 7-4 late in the third. That won't be the first time you see the cradle tonight.
That's the second time we've already seen it, Greg. You mentioned it, and I am not smart when it comes to wrestling, and I see it coming. Koven will be the Valentine wrestler.
Archibald immediately with a takedown, like within 4 seconds of the match.
We were too busy looking at our program to
Yeah.
figure out who's
Archibald's got him on his back now. Archibald working for the falls, got the near side half in. He's got him, he needs to get that just a little bit tighter. He got that a little bit tighter, he needs to readjust back. There he goes, now he's got it. Now that'll be a pin. There you go.
Just
job.
like that, 32 seconds in, Archibald pins Koven, Koven. Oh. Okay. So a good match there from Colton Archibald.
Yes.
He's a freshman. You've seen him on this broadcast before. Colton had an outstanding football season at linebacker for the Mustangs. This looks like
we got maybe had a little.
This might be Tucker
out
Bannister.
A little blood out there. We got to get a little blood cleaned up off the mat.
It's been known to happen a time or two out there,
yes.
huh, Greg?
Oh yes.
So this will be Bannister. We'll wait to listen to Larry to tell us who.
Of course, Valentine has won several state championships the last few years.
Nick Olman, Craig, for Valentine, and Tucker Bannister, the freshman for the Mustangs. This will be the last. This will be the last boys, and then Josie's going to come back out and wrestle again for the Mustangs.
You said Bannister.
Yes.
Immediately got a takedown. Working on the edge of the mat there. And they're going to go out of bounds and come back to the center. Bannister's got the near arm barred up underneath. Got his opponent broke down now. A little over a minute to go here in the first period. Bannister just kind of riding, trying to break his opponent down. Valentine wrestler trying to work hand control underneath. Now he's going to come to his feet. Bannister picks him up, brings him back down to the mat.
10 seconds to go here in the first period.
Be Valentine's choice. They're going to immediately take the down position. Bannister's got him broke down flat. Olman back up to his base.
Tucker is a part of 4 freshman wrestlers that will be in action tonight for the Mustangs, 2 in the junior varsity and 2 in the varsity.
Now Bannister's got a chicken wing tied up here. Good position to be in right here.
Is the chicken wing a technical term?
Yes. It's not a...
You kind of made me hungry, if I got to be honest.
Okay. Now he's got the near side half. He loses that, but he's still got his opponent broke down. Got about 40 seconds to go here. Now he's trying to throw a leg in on the far side. Going to probably try to do a power half. Still got him broke down. Here comes the, he's trying to work that power half yet on the near side.
10 seconds here, second period.
Yeah, short time to go. And he's riding a little high. He's plenty high here. Needs to adjust and get his weight back. We're going to go into the third period.
2-0 Bannister over Olman. Nick Olman from Valentine. Tucker Bannister from Gordon-Rushville. Getting ready to start period number 3.
Bannister choose the down position. He immediately goes for a switch. Comes around, he gets the switch. He's got Olman on his back. Olman gets back down to his belly though, no back points.
Pretty quick move there by
Bannister,
Bannister,
that was a nice
wasn't
switch.
it, Craig?
That was a really nice switch. Again, he's plenty high here. Valentine wrestler needs to work something down. Now Bannister's got the near side half. Olman again broke down flat on the mat. Bannister's riding him tough. Now Bannister's getting him rolled over here, getting close. Starting to get some back points. And he's working for the fall. Needs to get that a lot tighter than what it is. He's going to get at least 3 near fall points. He needs to get out to the side.
Barring a miracle here, Bannister should win this match.
Yeah.
Is the referee going to give him 3 there, Craig?
Yeah, as soon as he hasn't broke that hold yet. Now he's giving him 3.
Okay, all right. There it came. 7-0 Bannister over Olman. 20 seconds to go here.
Bannister again just riding a little bit high here. Short time to go. So Bannister's going to win this one with a score of 7-0.
And that's going to bring Redmond out again. Josie, the only female wrestler for the Mustangs. She is 4-0 on the year with 4 falls in her 4 matches. I believe this young lady's a Yarborough. Never mind. Wrong one. Bloom.
The point, LePlume?
Bloom. Ariana Bloom for Valentine, and Josie Redmond, her second match of the night. She took down Alyssa Hackenberry from Valentine.
Redmond in on a single. Now switches to a double. Now switches back to a single. And they're going to go out of bounds.
The referee will reset them here.
Both wrestlers on their feet, center of the mat, looking for an advantage. Valentine wrestler pulls up to get into the collar tie. There it is, a double leg. And she gets her taken down. I could see that coming. I don't know if you saw it, the Valentine girl was leaning way back and she had her weight all the way back. Perfect time to hit a sweet double leg like that.
So give 2 to Redmond. She holds a slim lead, 2-0 here. 30 seconds to go in the first period.
Now she's going to work a half. She's getting some back points here. She may get the fall. There it is.
So Josie Redmond wrestles twice in the JV ranks and wins them both by the pin. That's 5-0 for Redmond on the year, Craig. All pins.
That's good. Now we'll get ready to do some varsity action.
Yes. Are we going to have a break here, Craig, or you think they're going to go right into it?
They usually take just a small break, but not much.
Okay.
I don't know if they're going to do a face-off. I'm assuming they'll do a face-off. The captain's got to come to the middle. They may not do a face-off. See, this is where they'll flip the coin to see who gets odd or even matches.
Okay. Mustang captains, senior Robert Raina, junior Tegan Snider, sophomore Jace Freezman.
Green, so Gordon-Rushville is going to get the choice if they want odd or even matches. Of course, we're not down there so we can hear.
And unfortunately, we're not big enough time that we got a microphone down there like the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to have a face-off, it doesn't look like, so.
Jumping right into it?
Yep.
Okay.
Of course, and you being new to this sport, I'll just give you a little history here. Valentine coaching staff. The head coach in the red shirt over there is Shane Allison. He wrestled a little bit at Chadron State College, and then he transferred to UNO when UNO still had their wrestling program and did quite well down at the University of Nebraska Omaha. And the young man in the black vest over there is Robert Joseph. He was a state champion for Valentine a few years back, and he's the guy that owns the Pepper Mill restaurant.
Okay.
And then the shorter guy that was here, I don't see him. Jason Kelber, and he was a national champion for the Huskers.
Kelber was?
Yes.
Does he have a brother, Craig?
His son.
Or son?
Jordan Kelber is wrestling for the Huskers. Jansen.
Drake Jansen?
Yeah.
Jansen from Valentine. And Pasco, the junior from Gordon-Rushville. As we start varsity matches here, I believe they said 160, right? Yes, Talen's 160.
But anyway, Kelber was a national champion for the Huskers, and then his son, Jordan Kelber, was a 3-time state champion for the Badgers, wrestling for the Huskers now.
Jordan was an outstanding infielder for the Badgers baseball team, and I remember them saying that he was headed to Nebraska to wrestle. That was, of course, a couple years ago, but he's still down there wrestling.
There you go. Jansen with a takedown. Pasco with a roll through, but Jansen comes out on top. A little bit of a scramble there. Here comes Jansen again, trying to throw that cradle from there. Didn't get it hooked up, but sure tried it. Pasco up to a tripod here. Now he's got the cradle hooked up underneath. Going to roll him over. Going to get some back points here. Nope. Didn't hold him there long enough. Got to hold him there for a count of 2. Only hold him there for a count of 1. So Now Pasco really right here is in pretty good position because Jansen's plenty high. There, and Pasco's going to get the reversal.
2-2 now, 30 seconds to go, first period between
Pasco
and Jansen.
Pasco puts in a crossbody ride. Jansen trying to roll over the top of that. And he's going to probably get it here. There, he's going to get the reversal for 2. With short time to go here in the first period.
10 seconds to go here.
Gordon-Rushville's going to defer. Valentine's going to go down. Whoops. Going to have a caution on red here. Jumped the gun a little bit. Comes up, does a little short Granby roll, gets to his feet. He's going to get 1 for the escape. Pasco in on a double leg. Needs to drag his toes here. And they're going to go out.
Jansen. Is it Jansen or Jansen? Let me look at my.
Jansen,
you're right. Drake Jansen. 5-2 with the lead over Talon Pasco.
Jansen in on a low single. Switches off to a double here. Kind of got his head down in bad position. Pasco's going to spin around, maybe get behind and get the takedown. Pasco got his hips down. Jansen come around on top. So Jansen's going to take a 7-2 lead here. Just over a minute to go here in the second period. Now he's got a far side cradle. Trying to pull him back over backwards. He's kind of in bad position there, yeah. Pasco's going to break it and get the reversal.
So Pasco tightens it up here. 50 seconds to go, second period.
Pasco now with the near side half. Got the far wrist tied up. Needs to stay behind him. He's getting a little high. Now Pasco's working that half again. Needs to kind of get him broke down on the mat before he tries that. Jansen slips out behind and gets a reversal for 2. And he's going to just turn Pasco loose for the escape. Jansen immediately slips around behind, gets a takedown. That's going to end the second period. So we'll go into the third period. Jansen leading 11-5. Both wrestlers seem to be a little bit out of gas. Pasco in on a takedown. Got 2 for the takedown, makes 11-7.
This one's going to come down to the wire, Craig.
Yeah. Trying to keep him in bounds so he gets him back in. He tried to turn him and get some back points. And they're going to call him out of bounds and come back to the center. Pasco puts in a crossbody ride. Trying to run what they call a Turk. Just about got him. Thought he just about had him broke down to a 90 degree to get some back points. Pasco is pinned. And the referee doesn't see it. Yep, now he caught it. I'm going to say that Pasco pinned himself.
So Pasco pinned himself there?
Pasco basically pinned himself, defensive pin. What they call that. He had what they call a guillotine, but he got in bad position. And what they called, at the end of the match, I don't know if you saw that, they called unsportsmanlike conduct against the Valentine wrestler.
Okay, so what does that mean?
They'll lose a team point.
They'll lose a team point?
Yes.
Okay.
And so now they're going to try to figure out how to do that over there on the computer on track. Because you got to give him the fall point, which is 6.
Mm-hmm.
So then they'll have to go in and deduct one off. So they'll only get 5 for the fall.
Okay.
They'll get 6 for the fall, but they'll lose 1 for team point.
Sure. So if you're keeping score at home, Valentine is up 6 or 5-0 now. It did look like maybe there was a little bit extra there at the end. I don't know if Pasco couldn't hear the whistle when he had it. I mean, his head was kind of stuck under there.
Yeah.
This is going to be Curtis Rickgar for the Mustangs. Curtis at 170.
Buel.
Yep.
There was Buchel's wrestling for Valentine clear back when I was in high school.
Yep, and Tag's quite a pitcher too, Craig. Pitches for the Valentine Legion team. 170 match. Curtis is a sophomore. His freshman year, he went to state. So one of the
Yeah, they're going to call potentially dangerous. So they'll stop the match and come back and get a fresh start.
Does that hurt anyone there? Is
No.
that just kind of an accidental thing that just
let's not cause an injury.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Let's get it stopped before we tear his knee out.
That's a good idea.
Looks like Rickgar's maybe had a little shoulder issue, huh?
Yeah, that's new. I haven't heard much about Curdy's shoulder, but he's wearing a brace today.
Uh-oh. Got a little bit of a scramble going here. They gave Buel 2 for the takedown.
Yep.
Now they're going to give Rickgar, should give him 1 for the escape. There it is there, 1 for the escape.
2-1 now. Been a pretty action-packed first period here between.
Now Buchel's almost getting him behind for a takedown. Rickgar needs to kind of turn and face him. They finally give him 2 for the takedown. Might be a couple scrambles in this one.
After one, though, Buel takes the lead 4-1 over Rickgar.
Valentine's choice, and they're going to go down. Buel immediately comes to his feet. Rickgar brings him back down to the mat. Rickgar trying to tie up that forearm. Buel gets back to his base here. Well, Rickgar really doesn't have a heck of a lot here, but Buchel's going to just turn and get the reversal.
Rickgar about pinned himself.
Yeah.
just like Pasco did earlier. He had to kind of let up and
Buel has got an near-side cradle hooked up, but he's not in good position right now. Both wrestlers looking a little bit gassed out here.
yeah.
Usually the first few matches of the season, you're usually not in the best wrestling condition shape until after Christmas is when you get in shape. So
Yep. Rickgar with the reversal.
With the reversal for 2. Got a short time to go here to get him turned over.
10 seconds here. Rickgar's trying.
They're not going to give him the escape, so it's going to end up 6-3 here in the second period. Rickgar is going to go down. I still think this can go either way.
I agree. Both wrestlers are tired.
Yes.
I don't think anybody has the advantage.
Rickgar didn't have much of a move off the bottom there, though.
Curtis down 3. He's going to have to make a move.
Buel working the arm bar there. Got to watch the shoulder here. Now Rickgar, if you just keep moving, he can get out of there. Keep moving. Fish through with his arm. Swim his arm through. Swim your arm through. There you go. Get his head out of there now and get 2 for the reversal. There you go. Now he's got to get him turned.
Curtis within 1 now of Buel.
He's getting broke down. Now Buel's going to work switch here and get the reversal. They are gassed. Buel with a cross face out front. Rickgar fighting that off. Now there's Buel with that cradle again. He's going to get 2 near fall. Got 15 seconds to go here. Going to get a few more back points. Looks like he's only going to get 2. So that'll end up making it 12-5. Buel over Rickgar of Gordon-Rushville. So that'll be 3 team points.
8-0 now for Valentine. I see Tegan Snider lining up there for the Mustangs, the junior. I believe this is going to be 182. We'll see who's up for Valentine.
And I talked with Chris Williams earlier before the match, and Valentine's 2-time state champion going after his 3rd state title. He will not be wrestling this evening.
Did you catch that, Craig?
No, I did not.
I didn't either.
I was talking. I wasn't paying attention. Valentine wrestler in deep. Double leg picks up Tegan. Immediately hooks up the cradle. Got Tegan on his back. And there's the fall. 14 seconds.
So 6 more points for Valentine.
Yes.
They extend their lead over the Mustangs. Next is the heavyweight here.
Well, it looks like Valentine must have to take the mat first. Valentine has to take the mat first. This might be 220, maybe.
Jacob's a heavyweight.
Yeah, but they might.
Oh, they've got a 220.
They might be doing a little jumping here.
Okay.
Valentine's got to take the mat first, and then Gordon-Rushville's going to decide what they're going to do. I don't know what you said, Jacob. I don't know what Jacob weighs for sure. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure either if he's.
See, Valentine doesn't have a heavyweight.
Oh, they don't.
Their heavyweight got hurt in O'Neill. So I don't believe they have a heavyweight. They might have two. I don't know. Last year they didn't have any. So Alton's over there, so I don't know. So, yeah. Yeah, there's 195. So now we're going to go to 220. And this kid probably will get a 4-foot as well. And then they'll put Jacob in there, and he'll get a 4-foot at heavyweight.
Okay.
Would be my guess.
Well, they got a young man coming up here, Craig.
Well, they do. Well, yeah, they do, don't they? They got another kid coming. Yeah. They do have a heavyweight. Okay.
Mayhew gets the forfeit. Now it's Kever. I think it's Major, Lee Major. Kever, one of the freshmen wrestling varsity for the Mustangs. Him and Caleb Heck, who will wrestle later at 138. Craig, what does Valentine get for the forfeit?
6.
They get 6.
Got a message from a lady from Valentine, says that we're doing a great job. So thank you, Bonnie.
Yeah, thank you, Bonnie. Thanks for tuning in. It's always nice to get a positive message from fans. We get a lot of them when we do the other games, but sometimes you get negative ones. But
yeah.
I think we're doing a good job. You're doing an outstanding job today, Craig.
Thank you.
You really make the broadcast. Otherwise, I'd be sitting here with my thumb up my behind, not knowing what's going on. 10 seconds, or less than 10 seconds here, first period. Both young men just kind of jostling the whole first 2 minutes.
See that a lot in the heavier weights. They kind of tie up head to head.
Hand fighting?
Yeah, hand fight. The Valentine wrestler tried to work a slide by a couple times, but they were kind of what you call mediocre halfway slide bys. Now Major quickly comes to his feet. Going to turn and get a reversal here. Over the freshman, Kever.
Yep, Jacob.
Major trying to work that near arm out, jumping to the outside for the half. Needs to get out to the side here. There, Kever turn, grabs a leg. Needs to get up to his base. Kever needs to work up to his base.
45 seconds to go, your second period. Lee Major 2-0 over Jacob Kever in the heavyweight division. Valentine with a commanding 26-0 lead so far in the team score. This is match number 6.
Major now with a cross face on the near side. Going to run out of time here, I believe. Kever needs to pull that in, get his legs up. So we're going to go into third period.
Yes, Major up
2-0.
2-0.
Gordon-Rushville's choice. And we're going to go neutral. So we need to get a takedown here. And you usually don't see too many freshmen wrestling heavyweight because usually, they're not that big. And
no.
So that's pretty, you're usually wrestling upperclassmen. And
Jacob is definitely learning. I don't know how much experience he has wrestling. He tore his ACL last year in basketball, that right knee.
I see that.
And
pretty well bandaged up.
Yeah, and he was unable to play football this fall, but he's now making a comeback. What better way to get back in shape than doing wrestling, right?
Yeah.
That'll whip you into shape pretty quick.
Valentine wrestler now with that slide by again, but he doesn't get it. Gone under a minute now. Kever's going to have to make some attempts to headlock or a slide by of his own. He's running out of time.
30 seconds here in the third period. Major's just trying to hold on for the 2-0 win.
Now he's down in on the legs.
Kever made a move here.
But they're going to go out. He needs to do that again, but he needs to drop level. He needs to drop lower and shoot. And I think he might be able to get it, but he just needs to lower his level.
20 seconds to go here for Kever.
That's how it's going to end. 2-0.
So Major will get the win over Kever in the heavyweight division. 3 more points for Valentine.
And I also see where my daughter in Rapid City is also tuned in and watching us, listening to us. So
you're famous, man.
Oh.
Get on this broadcast, and you're going big time on me. I believe this is going to be Sage Krebs, Craig. Sage at 113.
So
or wait, no, 106.
We got to do 106.
106 is going to be a
forfeit. This is a young
lady.
Yes. 106 pounder.
Yarborough.
So that forfeit will be 6. Now here comes Freezman.
No, Krebs.
Or Krebs, I meant.
Yeah.
And he's going to get a forfeit.
And now it should be Trayton Starr. So Gordon-Rushville gets on the board on the team points. Oh, wait, no. Now we got another one. 120.
Didn't catch that one.
Lamb.
Oh, Colton Lamb or?
I think he said Caton. Now it's going to be Trayton Starr. Gavin is his first name. Sandos. Star. Okay. Boy, it's hard to keep track of everything when they forfeit.
Yeah.
Things are open. Trayton went 4-1 on the weekend, Craig. Scored 19 points for the Mustangs in the tournament. They got second in Mullen. Mustangs did.
Yeah, and they had 22 pins, which I actually sent a message to Coach Walker and said 22 pins was pretty impressive to me. So
they had a good day Saturday. Things not going so well today for the Mustangs, but see if they can turn it around here as they go off your screen, out of bounds, and they'll work their way back in here. Trayton is a sophomore. Mustangs with a lot of sophomores.
And again, Trayton get hits with a stalling warning already. Backing off the mat. Valentine, Sandos shoots in on a double. Star tries to fight it off. Now they're hooked up in a whizzer. Sandos ends up getting the takedown for 2. Now he's got Star broke down flat on the mat. Star back to his base. Short time to go here in the first period. Star up to his feet. If he can turn and face him, get one for the escape here. Sandos brings him back down.
And that'll be the end of the first period. Sandos 2-0 with the lead over Star as we head to period number 2.
Star in the top position. Sandos hits a little stand-up Granby roll. And he's going to get 2 for the reversal. Now, cradle again. Getting back points. He's going to get at least 3, I think. Yeah, 3 near full points. Makes it 7-0. Now he's going to hook it up again. Got the cradle hooked up. This time Sandos is in a little bit better position. Star trying to fight out of it. Now he's going to get 3 more for the near fall. Makes it 10-0. About 35 seconds to go here in the second period. Star broke down flat on the mat. Sandos going to try to hook up maybe another cradle here. This time a near side cradle.
15 seconds to go, second period. Star down big to Sandos.
And they're going to run out of time. So going into the third period, Sandos leading 10-0.
When you got a big lead like this, Craig, what are you doing? What are you thinking about?
He's got to toss him, put him on his back. Toss him and put him on his back. But your only choice. And that's exactly what he tried to do. but it didn't work for him.
No.
He's on his back.
So you got to take a chance.
Yep, you got to take a chance. You got to go for broke. Got to go for broke, and that's what he did. I'd rather see him do that than do nothing.
Yep.
So he's going to get at least 3 more for a near fall. He's going to try to go for the pin here. That's a there. He's going to get 3 for the near fall. That's going to be a tech fall. Anytime you win by 15 points or more, it is a tech fall, and that's worth 5 team points. So the team score is now 46-6. This must be Robert here, huh?
Yes, this is Robert Raina, the senior. Miller. Let me get this reset.
Miller looks
here.
extremely quick. He's trying to hook up that near side cradle already. Going to get 2 for the takedown. Robert's going to turn and face him. He's up on his feet. Robert might get the reversal here. And he does. Good job, Robert.
2-2 now.
I remember when Robert was a freshman, he wasn't hardly big enough to wrestle 103.
Yeah. Robert, the only senior on the Mustang roster.
Robert got a little high there with his crossbody ride. And Miller's going to get the Miller?
Yes, you're right.
Miller's going to get the reversal. Makes it 4-2 with about 30 seconds to go here in the first period. And Robert gets a reversal.
Tied it up.
Ties it up 4-4. Robert's got a cradle now. He's going to get some back points. As long as he doesn't pin himself. Okay, Robert's going to get 2 for the reversal. And I think Miller's going to get 2 for a reversal, or 2 for back points. Oh, and then he's going to give Miller 1 for loss of control, is what they're going to call that. It's giving 1 for the escape, but they call it more loss of control.
So 6-5, right?
Yes, Robert's ahead.
Started the second period here.
Robert with a crossbody right in. Working on that half on the far side. Needs to kind of get him broke down a little bit better. Get him stretched out a little bit. Now he's got a near side half. Robert's a little high again. And Miller's got him turned over on his back. He got a little bit high there. Miller's going to get at least 2 for the reversal. A lot of time on the clock. .45 seconds. Robert's still trying to fight off his back. And there's the fall for Miller from Valentine. That makes the team score 52-6 Valentine.
This is going to be 145. Sophomore Jace Freezman will take to the mat for the Mustangs.
Oh, this is Caleb, it looks like to me.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I skipped one. You're right. Sorry, John. Or, sorry. Craig?
So we got Lurs of Valentine.
Ashton Lurs?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
He's immediately in on a double leg on Caleb, gets him picked up and took down the mat for 2. He's immediately got Caleb's arm barred behind. Caleb gets back to his base, up to his feet, and they're going to go out of bounds. Caleb gets broke down flat on the mat. Lurs is working on that arm, flips it up, throws a half over on the far near side. Got Caleb in bad position here. Now he's got that half sucked up pretty tight. Caleb's in bad position here. A minute left on the clock. Lurs of Valentine, and there's the fall. Minute 5. So Lurs of Valentine with a fall over Heck makes the team score 58-6.
Now it's 145. Freezman. Fowler and Freezman.
Fowler in on a shot, and they go out of bounds and come back to the center. Fowler definitely on the attack. Freezman. So we got warning on green, stalling already. That's be Freezman of Gordon-Rushville. Backing up.
So what happens, Craig, if he gets another one?
Valentine wrestler will get a point.
Just one?
Yes.
Each time after that?
Well, then after 3, then they get 2.
Okay.
And after 5, it's disqualification.
Okay. You ever seen it go that far?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Fowler definitely has a more aggressive wrestling style than Freezman.
Freezman just needs to kind of sit back a little bit when Fowler comes in there like that. He just needs to snap his head down and go around behind him.
Freezman
in on a good double leg now here. Gets him picked up, gets him turned, gets him put down to the mat for 2. Has a great double leg.
These two young men very familiar with each other from the baseball field. Fowler, the catcher for Valentine. I know Connor plays football too. Jace runs cross country, so.
Freezman getting that near arm tied up, keeping Fowler broke down on the mat. The next duel with Chadron and Valentine, we'll see quite a few forfeits as well on that. That'll be a quick duel because Chadron just doesn't have a lot of bodies.
I see 4 opens right now.
Yeah.
And Valentine has filled every slot. They've got 31 on the roster. 31. It's a lot of young men and women wrestling for Valentine.
Success builds success. Have you heard that?
Oh, I have.
Yep, he got to Peterson. So he's going to get 2. I don't know if he's going to just for the reversal. No back points. It's a little move where you kind of do a little short sit out and grab the inside leg and hook up the kid's arm, and they call it a Peterson after Ben and John Peterson back in way before my time invented the move. They were both Olympians. Everybody thought they named it after me, but they really didn't.
I was just going to ask you that. You said it, and I thought, oh boy, here we go.
I wish
Is
I
it
could
named
take
after
that
Craig
claim to fame,
Peterson or what? I believe they cautioned Fowler.
Yeah. Jumped a little bit on the whistle. Now Freezman's got in a cross body ride. He's going to try to split him here. He's got to get him broke a little more over there.
Jace also went 3-1 in Mullen and got second place in the 145 weight class at the tournament this past weekend. Jace just a sophomore.
And has wrestled a lot.
Yeah, he has. He's
got a good experience. Jace needs to catch him here if he can. Try to get some back points. Pull him back, pull him back, pull him back. It's a dangerous move. Dangerous move there. Shane's gonna want to talk to the official. He's illegal. Nope, they're not going to call it illegal. So.
Is it because Jay swept the leg?
Yeah, with the head.
Oh, okay.
Standing in the standing position.
Okay. So if the referee deems it illegal, then we're going to go ahead and give points to.
Yeah.
Okay.
40 seconds to go here in the second period.
2-2. It's been a good one.
Yes. Jace needs to get him broke down here. Fowler to his feet. He's got to cut him loose. Yep, one escape. If he doesn't make an attempt to take him back down to the mat within 5 seconds, is kind of the rule of thumb, then you'll get hit with another stalling call. He's already got hit once.
So he knows it's a point coming either way,
yeah.
So you might as well let him get up and just continue on.
So give him an escape and go after the takedown, which is what he's doing here. He's got to get his hips over. There he goes. That worked out well. Got right at the end of the period, too. Good job.
2 points for Freezman. He takes a slim lead on Fowler now as we hit the third. 4-3.
Freezman's going to go in the down position. Jason needs to get up and get to his feet, I believe, and get an escape here. He's better off his feet than Fowler is. Fowler's going to cut him loose. So Freezman's going to get the escape. Fowler in on a single leg here. Freezman fighting it off. Freezman still has to be somewhat aggressive here for simple reason. There you go. Got hit with another stalling call. Cost him a point. Now Fowler in on a takedown. Freezman gives that up, so now Freezman's down by 2. Or down by 1.
1:15 to go here.
Plenty of time on the clock for Freezman. He needs to get up, get his base, and get that escape. I think he's in better shape than Fowler. He needs to come up and get to his feet. Down to 45 seconds. Needs to come up with that outside leg. Warning, another point red.
That's the third one,
7.
isn't it?
So now he does have to get the escape and the takedown to win it. He's got to explode off the whistle. Explode off the whistle.
.24 seconds to go here, third period.
Float off the whistle, get to your feet, get the escape, go after a takedown. Got a little bloody. Freezman looks like he's got a little bit of a bloody nose. So they'll start blood time.
How long does he get?
5 minutes for blood time. Never seen it go 5 minutes, but
yeah. Probably fairly common here at the.
Yeah.
I mean,
in college there is no blood time. They just there isn't such a thing in college.
So what do they do?
They just take a time out.
Yeah.
Get it cleaned up and get it taken care of and go back to the mat. So
yeah.
A little bit different than high school, but
now will Jace? I mean, it's obviously not planned to have a bloody nose, but will he use this chance to catch his breath a little bit? Probably.
Oh, sure you do. Sure you do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not. But the other guy's catching his breath too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Fowler is getting a break too.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not something you plan on.
No, Jace is back in. I could tell you a story about a bloody nose sometime.
Is that a baseball story?
Yeah. We got pretty good action right here, so.
Needed to pop right off that whistle. He's going to go for a switch here. Get his hips out, get him turned. He might be able to get the reversal here. Nope. Fowler's going to get 2 near fall. That's going to get 3 near fall. Nope, just going to give him 2. 2 near fall, which changes it to 9-5. Fowler over Freezman. Makes it 61-6.
I think Valentine's got it sealed up.
Oh, yeah. So now we got
Will Costello. Lamb. Interesting dynamic here, Craig. Talk to me about Costello, who is extremely tall.
Yes.
Long, and Lamb is carrying that 152 and a little stouter. What kind of disadvantage, advantage does that present for a wrestler who's that long?
Well, he's got good leverage, number one. He's got a lot of good leverage over your opponent. But then again, with this little, it's hard to wrestle a short, stocky guy, though, too.
Yeah.
Very hard to wrestle a short, stocky guy. Many years ago, back in your father-in-law's day, we had a guy by the name of Bob Jansen that was the state champion and wrestled for the Huskers. And he was a tall kid. Mm-hmm. And he had leverage, but he knew how to use his leverage.
Yeah.
But
because wrestling, you don't see a lot of tall kids. I mean, usually.
No.
In all reality, Will maybe should be wearing a basketball uniform, but Will's actually done a nice job so far this year. The junior having a good year at 152. And this will be the last match between the Mustangs and the Badgers as the Cardinals get ready to wrestle Valentine. We're going to bring you that too. We'll change the color on the scoreboard. I'm going to have to go white, I think, for Chadron. I can't do 2 reds, so.
It'll be the flip of the disc.
Yeah.
See who's home and see who's away.
Well, I have Gordon-Rushville's white, so I'm not going to.
Okay.
I'm going to take the lazy way out and just leave it.
Costello in on a shot. Lamb blocks him off. And out of bounds they go. So we're going to have blood already on Costello.
Couple bloody noses there already, too.
Then I don't know if you noticed him or not, but there's a gentleman sitting clear at the top over there on the right-hand side with the ball cap on.
Yes.
He is critiquing the officials.
Oh, okay.
So
he's watching what they're doing.
Yeah.
I think the officials doing great tonight.
Yeah, Clint's done a lot of wrestling over the years, and of course has done the high school state tournament several years, and he does a nice job.
And he's from around here, obviously.
Kimball.
Oh, that's right. You said that. Yep.
Yep.
It's nice having him out here. That's for sure.
Farmer rancher over there in Kimball, and
Yeah, my bloody nose story is I slid head first into home plate in high school. And the catcher, he wears shin guards. Oh, yeah, so.
That wasn't pretty.
Broke my nose.
You thought you had advantage sliding head first
I
instead
was
of
safe.
feet first?
I was safe.
You were safe, but not very smart.
I was safe, and the trainer cut a product in half and stuck it up my nose, and off to third base I went.
There you go.
No worse for wear. Broke the helmet, too. Man.
One it didn't break your neck.
Well, I think it might have rattled my brain. We can explain a lot with
And
that,
I think
can't
that
we?
might still be your problem
Those
today.
concussions from high school and college baseball. We're ending the end of the first period here. Lamb and Costello, no points scored yet. Not a lot of action either.
No, nobody's really taking a shot.
Will took one that was blocked.
Yeah.
But
So Valentine's going to defer. Costello's going to take the top position, which is somewhat uncommon.
Yeah.
But apparently he's not very good off the bottom, and he might be better off the top. So
Yeah. Play to your strength.
yeah. Lamb immediately comes to his feet. Going to turn on Costello. Got to call ahead in the hole. Hooking up the cradle, trying to. Got Costello on his back now. Yeah. Costello fighting him off. Did a good job there fighting him off.
Pretty good
his
save.
back.
Yeah, that was a
Lamb's
pretty
going to
strong
get two more
move.
for a near fall. Makes the score 4-0. Yeah, I thought maybe he was in bad shape there for
kind of
a minute.
used that length to buck him off of him.
Yeah.
Lamb still with the advantage, though.
Lamb working that cradle again, but Costello gets it broke. Costello's going to try to turn around, get the reversal here for two.
Oh, it's
Costello working a near side half here. About 40 seconds to go here in the second period.
Craig, the wrestler for Valentine is Caden Weenig, I guess. They misannounced Lamb. So.
Oh, it's
Weenig.
not Lamb?
It's not. No, Larry misannounced it. So we had some comments that said it's Weenig.
Oh, okay.
So, Caden.
Winning.
What's that?
Winning, I think, is how you pronounce it.
Okay.
Winning. If I remember right. Bonnie will let us know, I'm sure.
She said it was his name, but she didn't pronounce it for me. Okay. It's okay. I mispronounce names all the time. So, Will's working on Caden right now. 15 to go here, second period. Four-two here.
Starting the third period. Costello here needs a takedown. And again, kind of hard to shoot on a shorter guy because his level's lower than yours. And he's in on a double leg, winning. Costello trying to flip him over here. He just needs to hook up a Peterson here again. There it is, two. And two back points. And Costello's going to get a reversal for two.
8-4 now.
With just a little bit over a minute to go.
Both wrestlers digging deep here.
We're going to go neutral here. So he's going to give the escape to Winning. Makes it 9-4. Costello needs to make good use of his time here. And Weenig with a little short fireman's carry. Costello being longer. Weenig's going to get 2 for the takedown there.
11-4 now.
.25 seconds to go here in the third period, 11-4. Winning over Costello, Gordon-Rushville.
It's about going to do it here in the last match between the Badgers and the Mustangs. Up next, if you're in Valentine or Chadron, your two teams will be taking the mat against each other. As Costello falls to Weenig.
So that'll be
3
team points. Just a decision, so that it ends up being 64-6.
Big win by the Badgers.
Of course, Valentine not being maybe as stout this year as they've been in years past. Preseason, I think they had them rated 7th.
In Class C?
Yes.
Okay. Well, they flexed the muscle tonight, though, didn't they?
Yeah,
the Mustangs?
They did get second last weekend in O'Neill. Chamberlain, South Dakota won the tournament.
And you said
they didn't wrestle. They didn't wrestle their one stud, that Chris Williams.
Chris Williams.
Yeah,
okay.
Going after his 3rd state title. And they're, of course, their starting heavyweight bummed his knee up in O'Neill last weekend. He's going to be out for 5 weeks or such a matter before he gets healed up and gets back on the mat. So.
Next we'll have the Cardinals. How long of a break usually, Craig, in between?
Oh, they'll be 10 or 15 minutes anyway.
Okay. Well, I'm going to pay homage to a few sponsors here.
Okay.
Well, Craig, you can take a break, and we'll be right back here with Chadron and Valentine after a little bit of a break.
People know Aflac, but not what they do. So we're answering their questions.
Aflac is auto insurance, right?
No.
Is it homeowner's insurance?
No.
Is it duck insurance?
Nope.
Do they pay me money directly when I get sick or injured?
Yeah! Aflac! You got it! You know Aflac.
Boom!
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Get to know us at Aflac.com.
You don't have an off season. Neither do we.
There is a new world out there, revealing itself in unpredictable ways. A world that demands more from the land and those who grow, farm, and build on it. This new world calls for the ingenuity to get more out of it, while preserving as much as we can. After all, to stay ahead of tomorrow, we need to be equipped for it today.
We're honored to have you on campus for the official visit.
Aflac. Coach Saban, how is Aflac's program different from health insurance?
Well, Aflac gives you money directly for things health insurance doesn't cover.
Aflac.
We put together a little highlight reel for you. Here's Aflac helping you with your deductible, co-pays, out-of-pocket cost.
You look good paying bills.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Get to know us at Aflac.com.
Run with us on a John Deere 3E Series tractor and add an attachment or two, because it's time to turn this land and everything on it, as far as the eye can see, into your land. Nothing runs like a deer.
With the dawn of every new day come countless new demands. At New Holland, we know the value of reliable planting. That's why our P-Series air carts and drills give you precise control over your seeding, increasing accuracy and yield. When it comes time to harvest, the CR Series Combine offers superior quality, minimal grain loss, and increased visibility. Challenges will vary from day to day, but your answers to them won't. New Holland, equipped for a new world.
And here we go. Captain's meet, center of the mat. It looks like Chadron has 4 open slots. The only open slot for Valentine was 113. So Chadron's going to take the 113, and then Valentine will get 106, 126, 195, and 220. So we're going to have 5 forfeits. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 matches. We're really going to have to listen on this one, buddy.
Yeah.
To the announcer, because
my son down in Edmond, Oklahoma is listening in. He said we sound good, and so I appreciate that.
He tuned in to Crawford.
Yeah.
He messaged on there because Natalie was playing, of course.
Yeah.
We get an amazing amount of people from all over that tune in, and then I usually say, hey, tell me where you are. You know, who are you rooting for? I don't care if it's Gordon-Rushville.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's opposing team. Obviously, we're a Gordon-Rushville broadcast, but, you know, just a bunch of kids out there competing is all it is, and if they got family from all over, I'd love to hear from people.
Yeah.
And this one's going to be obviously neutral, as we call Chadron and Valentine, but it's kind of limited attendance for fans, so maybe you're sitting at home and you weren't able to get on the list, or you're not exactly immediate family. You get to support your family members. We're going to start right at 170 here. This is Buchel.
Buchel. Yeah, Buchel.
Buchel or Buchel?
Buchel.
Buchel.
And Sawyer Haig.
Okay. There was a Major League Baseball player with the last name. It was Buchel, though. So that's where I'm drawing that from. But it could be different anywhere you go.
Heig almost had him taken down, but now Buel's going to come around behind and probably score 2 here. And he does.
There it is. See Matt Fletcher's from Arnold, Nebraska, supporting the Badgers. Arlana McGinley here in Gordon. But Arlana with a lot of ties to Valentine, too.
Yeah, her grandson Morgan did very well last year in the state tournament.
Arlana works at Gardner, Lautzenheiser, and Ryan here in town. Their company has been a big supporter of ours for a long time. Appreciate their sponsorship and support. Sawyer must have got an escape there, Craig.
Yeah, Haig got the
it's 2-1 now.
Escape, scores 2-1. Short time to go here in the first period. Buel trying to work a takedown here. Out of bounds, we're going to go with 7 seconds to go here in the first.
I'm a big fan of the pool noodle to whap the referee with. If
you come to the little kids tournament or whatever, you'll see the little kids tapping the officials with them. They really give them a pretty good swat with it.
So if Gordon-Rushville feels like the referee's being a little biased, do they get like a 2x4?
No.
Is that not a lot?
Get a bigger swat.
Get a bigger swat.
Wind up a little bit.
Hey, a little bit more our way, huh?
Yeah.
No. I don't know if they had a couple different weapon options behind the desk there. Did you do any refereeing, Craig?
I did some.
Yeah.
Mostly I was coaching, so I didn't get much chance to officiate, but I did do some officiating years ago. Mostly freestyle, though. Sawyer with a cross face out front, trying to hook up a cradle, doesn't get it done. Buel trying to get up to a tripod here. Haig trying to hold him down. Sawyer just kind of riding here. Buel tried to get to his feet. Haig brings him back down to the mat.
Pretty quiet on the action side here as we had 10 seconds to go,
quiet.
Second period.
Short time to go.
Yeah, Buel with the 1-point lead here in the 170. First match of the Chadron. Oh.
They're going to give Buel the 1-point escape there at the end of the second period. So Sawyer's going to take the down position for Chadron. So he needs to at least get a reversal to tie it up. He's going to get the escape here. Now Sawyer needs to get a takedown. Of course, Valentine and Gordon-Rushville Class C schools, and Chadron is a Class B school in wrestling. Sawyer in on a double. Going to turn and face, try to get the takedown, and he does. So he'll be up by 1, 4-3 with 1:10. Got to hold him down. Sawyer's got him broke down pretty good here. About 40 seconds to go. And they're going to get a stalemate, come back to the center, and start over.
21 seconds here as we wind down. Got a good match to start off the duel between Chadron and Valentine.
And so Sawyer Haig will get the decision, 4-3.
Chadron takes the first match.
So that'll bring the score Chadron 3, Valentine 0. And Chadron's got, I think, Cade Wagner coming up now. Cade's a pretty good wrestler. I like watching him wrestle. He kind of gets a little excited at times, but I don't think that Shrunk wrestled the first go-round.
Do you think he did or he didn't?
I didn't.
Okay. We actually missed. This is the one we missed when they wrestled the first time. So Shrunk for Valentine and then Wagner, correct, for Chadron? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Make sure I spelled this right. Wagner, a senior.
Shrunk in on a shot. Cade fends it off, and they're going to go out of bounds, come back. Cade in on a double leg, trying to get his guy dumped. Cade's going to finally get him taken down. 45 seconds to go here in the first period. He can score out there, and he can also get pinned out there nowadays. And there's the fall for Cade Wagner. Back in the day, you couldn't score points out of bounds if you were on your back. You couldn't get pinned, but nowadays you can. They changed the rules a few years back. But back in my day, you could be shoulder blades were out of bounds. You could just lay there.
Really?
Yeah, because you weren't going to get any points scored against you. You weren't going to get pinned. But a few years back, they changed that. So you can get pinned out of bounds now.
Okay, here's where we're going to have some forfeits.
Yeah.
195 and 220 are going to go to Valentine. So Valentine's going to go up on Chadron here.
So we got 9-0 right now, Chadron.
Yeah, it's confusing because the scoreboard says 9 on the right. Valentine's on our right, but
just what color they flipped.
Yes, yep.
The disc.
Chadron is green. If you can read that scoreboard across, good on your eyes. Well, I guess it's not too bad there. Chadron is green and Valentine is red. Valentine's going to pick up another forfeit here.
That'll bring him to 12.
Yep. And I believe this is Mayhew. Oh, Lee Major.
They're not going to put anybody on the mat. Valentine's going to forfeit. They're going to forfeit to Bickle.
Strategy there, or?
Well, not. Yeah, I don't know. Probably maybe for seeding come Monday or Saturday.
Okay.
Seeding
Yeah.
possibility, maybe. I don't know. It's just in Bickle's advantage, though, because he's undefeated. So.
Yeah. And Bickle will get a chance to wrestle against Kever from Gordon-Rushville.
So we got a 4-foot here.
Yarborough picks up her second forfeit of the night. I think we're going to have a 113 match here. Craig. Or no, never mind. 113's a forfeit.
Chadron's going to put somebody on.
Yep.
Valentine's going to 4-foot. So we're going to have a match at 120.
Yep. See who these two young men are. Well, I got Chadron's here. That's Underwood. Braden.
Lamb.
Yep. Lamb did not wrestle, got the forfeit against Gordon-Rushville.
Lamb in on a shot. Underwood's going to try to toss him, but he's just not strong enough. Lamb's going to get the takedown, and they're going to go out of bounds, and he's going to get 2 near fall points. Tried to hook him up, and back in the day, they called the cow catcher and flip him over, and just not strong enough.
So
Lamb got Underwood broke down flat on the mat now. There goes that cradle again, Scott. Lamb's got a cradle on Underwood here, scoring some back points. He's in good position to get a fall. He's in really good position to get a fall here. There it is.
So Lamb will get the fall. Score 6 for Valentine. Who do we got now for Chadron, Mr. Peterson?
Shouldn't have anybody. Should be another 4-foot.
Oh, 126 is open. Sandos gets the forfeit.
There's another freshman from Chadron.
McMahon. Miller, I believe, wrestled against Gordon-Rushville. See if this is.
Yep. Yep.
Miller and McMahon.
Miller comes out, immediately gets a takedown over McMahon. Here comes that cradle again, Scott. And again, he's in good position here with that cradle. He's going to lose it there, but he's going to get 3 near fall. And there it is.
Give the pin to Miller over McMahon. Is this Rasmussen or is it going to be open?
Well, she doesn't look like she's coming to the table.
No.
So it looks like Chadron might forfeit this.
So Lurs gets the forfeit. I guess Fia is not going to wrestle. Now we got Dalton Stewart, and this is
the catcher.
It's Connor Fowler. Yep. Fowler wrestled Freezman before, if you remember. That was a good match. Fowler came out on top.
Fowler in on a single, switches off to a double.
Fowler definitely brings the enthusiasm, the energy.
Yeah, Stewart gets him fought off. Going to be warning grain. They're getting in my opinion, they're getting a little more serious with their stalling calls this year at Nebraska High School Wrestling.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
being a little bit more, I'm going to say a little bit more along the college way they call it at college matches.
Could be something they're adjusting.
Yeah, which is good, I think. Fowler with a fireman's carry. Needs to swim his arm out here and get there for the takedown.
Fowler gets 2 here, 54 seconds to go, your first period.
Stewart stands up, gets one for the escape, and out of bounds.
Ten seconds here, first period.
Of course, Chadron, we talked about the Valentine coaches. Chadron coaches Jamie Slingsby, head coach. Came to Chadron a few years ago, being assisted by Austin Thies, who back in the day wrestled for Rushville before Gordon-Rushville was consolidated. Mm-hmm. And the other kid, I can't remember his name. I remember he's from Sydney, but for some reason his name is escaping me right now.
That's a rarity.
I know it.
Usually
he was a state champion too. It should do that.
I guess I'm a little surprised, Craig, at the numbers that Chadron has. I was expecting more wrestlers.
They had a lot of kids last year that were juniors that were pretty decent. Mm-hmm. And none of them came out this year for some reason or another. And so I talked to Coach Slingsby about it a little bit, and he said they just didn't come out for wrestling. Senior year. And
decided not to do it.
Decided not to do it, so. Numbers are pretty short.
Yeah, no, they are. Unfortunately, it's becoming a recurring theme in high school sports everywhere. Well, at least out here it is. I mean, I guess as our population maybe moves a little bit more toward the urban area, our numbers go down.
Yeah, potentially dangerous. Won't break his arm. Let's get it stopped before we break his arm. Blood time.
Who's bleeding?
Must be the Chadron. Stewart.
Okay, there we go. Get that cleaned up. Got a couple middle school wrestlers over there, Craig, taking care of the blood work and the noodle time, and good to see them getting put to work a little bit here.
You bet.
They're going to need them on Saturday for that home meet.
Need a couple of them at every table.
Yeah, they really will.
Hold on. Illegal hold, full Nelson.
So the full Nelson's illegal.
Yes.
The half's okay?
Half and 3/4 is okay, but a full Nelson, you cannot do. And it's been illegal since they invented wrestling.
Should have told my dad that back in the day. He used to put us in full Nelsons. But I suppose that's dad rules, right? That doesn't count?
Stewart trying to ride Miller here. Going to warn him for stalling. So that's 2 points this go round because he's been hit before. Plus the one for the escape that he had to give him.
All the way up to 8-1 now.
Yes.
30 seconds to go, second period.
So basically the Valentine kid got 3 points there for nothing.
Fowler has been the beneficiary of several stalling points.
Yeah.
His wrestling style, evidently.
Stewart doesn't have too many more to give.
No.
Fowler gets in behind for the take. Fowler, right?
Yes,
okay,
yes.
For the takedown.
Fowler for Valentine. That ends the second period.
Fowler with that cradle, scoring back points, and looking for the fall, and there it is. Stewart gets pinned. Well, we're going to have a little pushing, shoving going on here. We're going to have unsportsmanlike conduct on Chadron. So Chadron will lose a team point.
Fowler,
a little extracurricular activity.
Yeah, everybody's excited.
Frustration, emotions.
Wrestling is about as personal as it gets.
Yeah.
You don't get any more personal than literal.
And again, the only person you can blame that on is yourself. So it wasn't like the guard forgot to pull.
No. Nope. So Fowler ends up getting the fall. He was up big there 10-1, but in the third period, he is able to pin Stewart. Valentine now 48-20. Well, the scoreboard says 48-21. The other one says down here 48-20.
Yeah, they're probably working on trying to deduct the one team
Get the point off of there for Chadron. We're going to have a 152 battle here.
Yes.
It is.
And Daniel Walnuts of Chadron is one of the returning state qualifiers for Chadron from last year.
He'll take on Weenig. Hard to believe, Craig. 2 matches to go, and we're done with Chadron and Valentine. Up next will be Gordon-Rushville and Chadron.
Now we're going to get a wording on Valentine for backing off the mat. And Daniel's wrestled a lot and got a lot of experience.
Wellnet is a senior. So he qualified last year for state as a junior, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Wellnet's just trying to work him, get him off balance.
Craig, we had a Chadron fan who made their way over from Chadron and were listening to us. And the Gordon-Rushville Valentine wanted to say good job that we had a commentator who knew wrestling. So thank you for upgrading my broadcast and gracing us with your presence. You're doing a great job.
Daniel got behind, got the trip for the takedown. And scored 2 here.
So Wellnet's with a 2-0 lead. Almost done with the first period here.
Short time. Going to go into the second here. Daniel's ahead 2-0. Valentine's going to be in the down position. Daniel's usually pretty good on top. He's not giving anything up yet, but did get the escape. Minute and 20 to go here in the second period. Daniel Wellness and Chadron leading 2-1. Both wrestlers on their feet here.
Been a fairly even match so far here.
Daniel's caught him. Daniel caught him. Got the takedown, got him on his back. He's in tight. It's looking good for the fall here. He's got it in good tight. He needs to set his hips down a little bit. Set his hips down. Put a little more pressure. Plenty of time. Get readjusted here. There it is. Good job, Daniel, with a fall.
Wellnets picks up 6 points for the Cardinals. Pretty good match there, Craig.
Yes, it was.
It's amazing how the one little mistake by the Badger.
Caught him.
Yeah, he caught him.
Yeah.
Really was a good job by both young men.
Now we got Rat Kohlers coming up for Chadron.
Yep. See who he's taking on here. Is this Jansen? Yep.
Drake Jansen. Jansen tried a little slide by there. Kohlers had an older brother that wrestled a few years back for Chadron High. Did a nice job till he had some shoulder issues. Rhett's dad wrestled for University of Nebraska in Omaha back in the day.
Really was a shame they got rid of that wrestling program down there, wasn't it? I was in Omaha at the time. It sure created a stir.
Yeah.
But
Jansen's going to get Kohlers turned over on his back, though. Jensen's looking for the fall. Jensen's looking for the fall. Kohlers needs to look where he's at, kind of, and maybe try to edge off the edge of the mat.
Jensen's
got a good cradle on him. There's the fall. Nope, they went out of bounds. I thought he called full. 3 near fall. 5-0.
Jansen ran out of real estate there.
Yeah.
He might have had him.
Short time to go here in the first period. Jensen's got an arm tied up. Trying to crank Kohlers over again. He won't get it done this period, but.
Jansen gets the 5-0 lead, though, after 1.
Chadron will defer. Valentine's going to go down. He's got a Peterson hooked up. If he can just get it turned. The Valentine wrestler's got a Peterson there. He's going to switch over. He's got Kohlers on his back again. Not looking good for Kohlers here. A lot of time on the clock, and there's the fall. Son of a gun.
Valentine will take the duel with Chadron, 54-26. We're going to rewind it back here, and it's Gordon-Rushville and Chadron's turn to take the match. Oh, we've got a couple ladies that are going to wrestle here, Craig.
Okay.
So I don't know if this is Rasmussen or not.
Yes, this is Rasmussen.
If maybe she decided, with there being a lady over there from Valentine, she wants to wrestle her.
It's team score 54-26.
I believe this will be an exhibition, right? This will be like a junior varsity?
Yes.
Okay. We were talking about it at the break that high school girls wrestling is the fastest growing sport in high school.
Yes, it is. It's getting to be very important anymore. And like I said earlier, a lot of colleges are putting it in, and so it gives these high school girls something else to look forward to in winter sports. If they're not good at basketball or
don't like basketball,
it gives them another opportunity. And you got a girl that was at Chadron last year. She's wrestling up in South Dakota this year. Paige Dinky. She's going to wrestle next year in college. You had Jersey Mentke from Bridgeport last year that wrestled. She's wrestling in college this year. So it gives those girls another opportunity.
Sure.
And we've only got one college right now in the state of Nebraska that has girls wrestling, and that's Midland.
Midland has it, in Fremont.
I think York is picking it up, but I don't think it's active this year.
So this will be Hackenberry again, Craig. She wrestled Josie for the, if I could spell her name right, that'd be great.
The Rasmussen girl, her dad, Dwight, back in the day for Rushville, was the heavyweight.
A little bit of a Sheridan County tie
there
here
you go.
for
little trivia.
Fia Rasmussen.
She's in on a shot. Rasmussen's in on a single leg, and she's going to get 2 for the takedown. And she's going to try to work over here and get some back points. She just needs to keep walking around. She needs to keep walking her feet around. She'll get her cranked over. Keep walking your feet around. Set your hips down. There you go. Set your hips down. Now she's got her covered pretty well there.
Should be some back points here coming, Craig, correct?
Yeah. There's 35 seconds left on the clock. There's plenty of time to get the fall. Coach Slingsby's telling her to lift the head. 20 seconds left to go here. She's going to run out of time, maybe, I think.
Looks like.
Nope, she's going to get the fall with 4 seconds to go.
So Rasmussen pins Hackenberry in a JV match.
So next up will be Gordon-Rushville and Chadron.
Yes, sir. You are correct.
Final score 54-26.
So Valentine's going to start the bus and head home 2-0. While we got a little break here, let me tell you what's going on Saturday. We've got 17 teams wrestling here at the Gordon-Rushville Invite. There are no fans allowed. So unfortunately, it's going to be all via this live broadcast. Not unfortunately. Good for you. We're working with Alton Archibald, the IT director here at the high school, and also my IT director, Jordan Heather. And we're going to get, I believe, 3 cameras set up. We're going to have a camera for each mat. We're going to broadcast every single match. We're just going to kind of let it be no commentary. And then Mr. Peterson's going to join me for the semifinals and the finals. And we're going to provide some commentary for you and try and keep you, on task with what's going on. It's going to be tough to do, but we're going to do our best. The finals will be easy. It'll be just like this.
Yeah.
But
usually the finals are right in the center mat.
Yeah.
So it'll be pretty easy. And semifinals will be on all 3 mats. So.
Well, it's going to put you to the test, Peterson. See if you can handle it all. I believe in you. You can.
Yeah.
We probably won't have the scoreboard running until the finals, but at the finals we'll do our best to get you the best action we can. Well, we got a break here. Let me give a big shout out to the sponsors of the Sheridan County Journal-Star live YouTube broadcast. They are Bagan Propane, Grocery Mart of Gordon, First National Bank of Gordon, Gardner, Lautzenheiser, and Ryan PC, Fuel Grill, True Value of Gordon, Sides of Milburn and Rushville, Gordon Chiropractic, Kreitman Trucking, and the Gordon Livestock Market. As Gordon-Rushville warms up on the left side of your screen, big shout out to my partner sponsors listed on my screen there. Aflac, 21st Century Equipment, Farmers Co-op, Modern Farm Equipment, and of course the Sheridan County Journal-Star. As the Mustangs loosen up there, Chadron will switch sides and get ready for the final duel of the night. The first 2 belong to the Badgers from Valentine. And the Mustangs and the Cardinals will go at it here. Here we go, Craig. We're jumping right into it. You got Tegan Snider.
Cade Wagner.
Yeah, I'm going to have to wait to spell his name here. I got to make sure I get it right. And we're getting started with Gordon-Rushville taking on Chadron now. This will be the 182 match.
Cade Wagner of Chadron and Tegan Snider, Gordon-Rushville.
Pretty sure Tegan is in the high 160s, but he's filling a need here.
Yes.
He is eligible to wrestle 170 also, but Curtis Rickgar occupies that spot for the Mustangs. Connor Fowler was the catcher for Valentine, Craig, and Tegan Snider is my catcher. Very good baseball player and a very good linebacker, too, is Snider.
Tegan caught him. Tegan kind of caught him there, but Cade's going to come out of it. Well, you would have liked my kids because they were both catchers.
Yes, I never. Well, if there's not a better position for a wrestler, it's a catcher.
Yeah. Cade Wagner's going to get the takedown for 2 with just under a minute. You can tell just by looking at him that Cade's quite a little bit
bigger than
Tegan.
Yep. And I know Tegan's not 182 or anywhere close to it, but he wrestles hard. That's a true definition of a team guy.
Yeah, back to a little trivia. Back in the day, his dad, Brian Snider, wrestled when Rushville before the schools were consolidated and got second at state one year over a controversial call in the finals, but ended up getting second.
I really enjoy Brian. Brian's a great guy.
Yeah.
Let me move this camera here. He always is good for a good hearty laugh at a baseball game, that's for sure. And football, too. First period about over. Wagner.
Okay, Wagner cranked him over just at the end, but he won't get any points for that. So Chadron's choice, they're going to defer. Tegan's going to go neutral. So wrestlers will be starting on their feet.
Once again, your scoreboard is Gordon-Rushville's green. Chadron is red after the coin toss. So if you're looking at that little, it's kind of not a very big scoreboard. I don't know how big it looks on your devices at home, but maybe on a TV it looks big enough to read.
Tegan tried on a slide by there, didn't quite work for him. Yep. Warning on green. Tegan got warned for stalling. Need a little bit more action here. Cade in with a shot. Tegan kind of blocked him off there. Just working for control. Somebody's waiting for the other guy to make a mistake is what they're doing.
Yep.
A little bit of defensive wrestling here, but now Tegan in on a shot. Cade fights him off. Now Cade in on a single. And we're going to go out of bounds.
You can kind of see that weight come into play.
Yeah.
When Tegan goes for that shot. And He just doesn't weigh enough to really move Wagner. And, you know, Wagner's a good wrestler, too. It's not saying just because he weighs more, he's wrestling well. Just
he's got good stuff.
Yeah. It's a good challenge for Teagan here.
So we're going to go into the third period here.
2-0.
Wagner, 2-0.
Got a close one, that's for sure.
Yes. Teagan's going to have to get him turned over. Or he's going to give him an optional start. See if he cuts him loose. No, he covers him, comes out front. Kind of what we call a front head seal series, but he's going to lose it. So Wagner gets one for the escape. Now Teagan back into that same move. He's going to get two for the takedown. He's going to probably cut him loose. Cut him loose again. You got to turn and cut him loose. Cut him loose. You got to cut him loose. He didn't do it. He's going to roll him over. Wagner's going to get the reversal. And Wagner's going to get the fall. Son of a gun.
Wagner pins Snider. Score 6 for Chadron. Tough day for Snider. He was pinned twice. So the 95s and 220s are open, Craig. We're going to have Bickle and Kever.
And Ryan Bickle this year has not been beaten. I think he is, if I remember right, I think he's 5-0.
He was 5-0 with the tournament.
Then he beat the kid. He beat the kid at the duel when they dueled Gehring.
So 6-0 for Ryan.
Yeah.
And then he had the forfeit in the Valentine match. So Ryan will wrestle for the first time tonight. Jacob Kever wrestled. I believe he lost 2-0. Yes, he did. To Lee Major from Valentine. So Kever wrestled well, but
Bickle picks him up, puts him down on his back, and there's the fall. So that was a quick one. 27 seconds.
Bickle pins Kever. I believe 106 is open for both teams. .106 is open, Craig, both schools. So we'll go to 113. That's Schwartz and Krebs. Neither young man has wrestled tonight, as both were.
Didn't Krebs wrestle earlier?
No, Krebs got the only points for against Valentine with the forfeit. Valentine was open 113 both sides, so neither young man has wrestled. So it'll be the first match for both Krebs and Schwartz. A little different look than the heavyweights, right?
Mm-hmm, a lot different.
Is that tough to coach, Craig? Is that tough to coach heavyweights? And then I'm sure the whole game changes at 106, 113, correct?
Well, you got to change, you know, these younger guys are faster and quicker. And so, yeah, you got to change the way you coach a little bit, so.
Mm-hmm.
Krebs almost looks like he could be a 106-pounder.
Yeah, he's not a big young man, that's for sure.
Stewart looks a little bit bigger. I don't know why to me, but
Schwartz. Yep.
Krebs has got a fireman's on him if he can just dump him. There he did. He got him dumped. 2 for the takedown. Now he needs to get him broke down. Need to bump him forward and get him broke down. There he goes. Short time to go here in the first period.
Might run out of time. He's going to try and flip him here, but clock not his friend.
Chadron's going to go neutral.
2-0 Krebs after the first period. Sage, another sophomore for the Mustangs.
Krebs in on a single leg. Switching off to a double here. There's going to be no change there. No points awarded. Both wrestlers just kind of tied up. Collar tied. Krebs in on a shot there. Now he's off on a double. Got to get his head up. Got to get his head off the mat.
One minute here, second period. Low scoring affair.
Krebs has got that outside fireman's. If he's going to try to dump him or not. Doesn't have it hooked up the greatest. Got to get his head up off the mat. Down to about 25 seconds here in the second period. Krebs still ahead, 2-0. Schwartz is going to spin and get behind him, tie it up, 2-2. Krebs immediately gets an escape. Makes it 3-2 Krebs, Gordon-Rushville. And that will end the second period.
Got a good one here, Craig, don't we? 113 right now, Sage Krebs taking on Uzziah Schwartz. Schwartz is a freshman. Krebs is a sophomore.
Krebs gets turns, gets the escape. Out of bounds we're going to go.
He did get one for the escape there.
Yep.
There we go. 4-2 now, Krebs. Schwartz is going to have to make a move here.
Krebs has got that front head seal series going. Chucks him, goes by, spins around, gets behind.
2 more for Krebs. 6-2 now.
This will be good for Saturday, too, because Krebs will be seated, one notch above Schwartz with the win.
Chadron's coming over then Saturday.
Yeah.
I have the list on my
Valentine,
desk.
Chadron.
Valentine will be here again? Okay. I mean, there was 16 teams beyond Gordon-Rushville. I figured they were going to be there, but it's on my desk there at the office.
There'll be some teams that don't have very many numbers. Hay Springs will come with 3.
Yes.
Crawford will come with 1.
Yep.
So.
Crawford has 1 this year?
Yes. And he's pretty darn good.
We've got some blood, don't we?
Yeah. Chadron, blood on Chadron. So Krebs has got a good lead here, 6-2.
It's going to be a fun day on Saturday. I did my first wrestling invite last year, and it was, that's of course back before craziness happened, and it was packed in here. I mean, there wasn't, I had to like shuffle people out of the way to get my spot here.
You got to get out of bed earlier.
I guess. Tomorrow we won't have, on Saturday we won't have to worry about that, unfortunately.
Schwartz comes to his feet and Krebs immediately brings him back down.
45 seconds to go here in the third period. Krebs looking to hold on for the win for Gordon-Rushville.
Krebs riding tough on top here, keeping him broke down. Got the arm barred underneath. Now he's working that far side half. He's going to get him turned over here. Come on. Needs to jump out to the side and go with it. Keep pushing. It'll come. There it is. He's going to get at least some back points. He might get the fall. Needs 10 seconds to go. And there it is. There's the fall for Krebs. Gordon-Rushville.
Sage Krebs puts a big 6 on the board for the Mustangs. And they're going to get 6 again here, Craig. As 120, we'll do 120 first.
So that makes
the team never mind.
12-6.
I lied because Gordon-Rushville's open at 120. Or maybe not. Yes, they are. They're open at 120, and then so Chadron gets 6 more, and then now Trayton Starr is going to come in and wrestle.
18-6.
So the Mustangs need a.
We're going to get a forfeit here.
Oh yeah, that's right. Starr gets a forfeit. 18-12 now. Here comes Robert Raina taking on Dewey McMahon.
Makes the team score 18-12.
Mm-hmm. This is senior versus freshman, Craig.
So if Robert can get a pin here, we can tie up the team score.
I think Rasmussen's going to wrestle at 138, Craig. She's getting ready over there.
Yeah, she's warming up.
So she skipped out on the.
Robert, we end him with a takedown for 2.
Raina up 2-0.
He's doing a little suck back here.
Senior trying to tie up this match with Valentine, or with Chadron.
Raina working that arm bar underneath. Spin, get behind. Got him broke down now. Robert coming out front. Robert's got him on his back now here. Might get the fall.
Senior's looking for it.
Got plenty of time.
McMahon
Relax,
holding on here.
Readjust. Relax, readjust. Get your hips down. Suck it up tight. There's the fall. Great job, Robert Raina.
So Raina gets 6 big points, the senior does. And we are going to.
So that's going to tie it up, 18-18.
Yep. And this is going to bring in Rasmussen and Heck, I believe.
Yes.
Yep. Caleb's going to wrestle. Caleb, a freshman, 138. He'll take on Fia Rasmussen, also a freshman. So, pair of freshmen here at 138.
Caleb in on a single leg, gets her taken down. Caleb's going to get her turned over here. He's got her tied up pretty good. And there's the fall. 17 seconds.
Caleb Heck pins Rasmussen. Mustangs take the lead.
24-18.
And here we're going to have Jace Freezman and Dalton Stewart. 145's been a good weight class today,
I think
hasn't
this
it?
might be a good match, too.
Both,
I think Jace is going to come out on top. So
both Freezman and Stewart were beaten by Fowler from Valentine. Now the two battle it out here.
Jace in on a shot. Going to get him taken down. For the takedown.
Freezman 2-0 lead.
Freezman trying to work him over onto his back now. He's going to get him picked up. He's a little bit high here. Needs to adjust back. There he is. Freezman gets him back down on the mat.
A lot of time left. Freezman in control here in the first 40 seconds. 2-0 lead for Jace.
Out of bounds, they'll go and come back to center. Be sweet if Jace would get a fall here.
That would really help the team score.
Man.
I do that with my kids. They think that's fun. Pick their legs up.
Yeah, but he got warned for stalling on it.
Who did, Jace or?
Yeah, Jace did.
Oh, really? Not so funny anymore then,
No. Pushing him out of bounds.
I think it was well, anyway. He could have probably hurt him there a little bit, I suppose.
Jace has got him broke down good.
Yep.
Been riding him tough.
Now, in the college game, they get riding time, correct? Yep. None of that in high school.
No. Jace needs to get out to the side here. Get out to the side here and switch off. Needs to keep his head up. Going to run out of time here in the first period.
Under 10 seconds
Stewart
now.
gets to his feet. Freezman brings him up, brings him back down.
First period ends. Freezman with the lead over Stewart, 2-0.
Red defers. Freezman's going to go neutral.
Okay, so here we go, period number 2. You were right, Craig. It's a good match right off the bat in the 145. We've had a couple of really good 145 wrestlers tonight.
Nice shot, double leg, picked up, down behind for 2. 4-0.
Freezman adds the 2 to his lead.
Needs to pick him up, bring him back down.
One minute to go, your second period. Freezman up 4-0.
He's been working that arm pretty good. Now he needs to get out to the side. He needs to jump out to this side. He doesn't have anything to be worried about. He's got him broke down. Just got to trust in yourself and do it. I don't know if I agree 100% with that call, but Clint called it.
Stalling, huh?
Yeah, 1 point.
So the next one too?
He was working for a pinning combination, so
I didn't
thought maybe you're not going to get called. Usually you don't get called for stalling if you're working a pinning combination.
Yeah.
You've been working that arm pretty good. There he just kind of turned him loose.
17 seconds to go. You're 4-2 now. Freezman and Stewart.
Kind of.
You got a feeling these two young men are going to get pretty familiar with each other today and Saturday.
Yes.
They're probably going to run into each other here at the tournament. Dalton, a junior. Jace, a sophomore.
See how he's kind of staying behind his hips there.
Yep.
Trying to turn him over. He needs to kind of get out to one side and get a little bit more better leverage that way. And
so is he
he needs to get out to the side here.
Is he getting back points right now?
Yes. He's got 3 near fall points right now.
3 near fall. Okay. Plenty of time here for the pin.
Yes. But he needs. There's the fall.
So 6 big points for Jace Freezman as he pins Dalton Stewart. Mustangs extend their lead 30-18 as we're going to welcome in Will Costello for the Mustangs.
And Daniel Wellnets.
Oh, it's Daniel. Okay. Good little measuring stick here for Costello.
Yeah. Daniel in on a single. Gets it tripped down. And he's going to get 2 for the takedown. Daniel coming out front with a cross face, trying to work on a bob wire. Get him rolled over to his back. Needs to keep walking around to the side here, which he does. Now he's got Costello on his back. Plenty of time on the clock here. And there's the fall. 1:12.
So Wellnet gets 6 right back for Chadron with the pin of Costello.
Makes the team score 30 GR and 24 Chadron.
Here comes Taylor Pasco.
Rhett Cullers.
Cullers, the here we go. Coming down to the wire here, Craig. These are pretty important matches, the next 2.
Pasco's in deep. And gets the takedown for 2.
I think this young official's doing a good job so far.
Yeah, he does a nice job.
That's one thing we need more of around here, you know what I mean? Officials for sporting events.
All of them.
No matter the sport.
All of them.
I agree. You and I have done it before. It's not the most glamorous job.
No.
You usually don't make any friends. Minute to go here. Pasco 2-0 over Cullers.
Kohler's going to try to reverse this here. Pasco catches his arm, brings him back down. Pasco in pretty good position here. Got a leg in on the near side for cross body. Working that far arm. Put his elbow in the back, trying to rip that arm out. Called it a stalemate. We're going to start over. Kohlers needs just a little bit better move off the bottom there. Not real explosive.
Pasco is pretty long too, Craig. He's got long arms, long legs, and the muscle to back it up.
Pasco getting a little bit high. Short time to go here in the first period.
That'll end the first period. Pasco 2-0.
Chadron's going to defer. Pasco's going to go neutral. So both wrestlers will be on their feet. Pasco in on a single leg shot. He's got it picked up. Pasco picks him up, brings him down to the mat. He's got Kohlers on his back. Scoring some back points here.
A pin by Pasco would seal the deal for the Mustangs. Talon is trying to get Kohlers pinned here.
Kohlers trying to fight out of it. Pasco just needs to maybe try to roll his hips up a little bit, up on the top side. Kohlers is going to get back over.
3 back points.
3 near fall.
Near fall. Pasco up 7-0.
And out of bounds.
.50 seconds to go here in the second period. Talon Pasco up 7-0. Kohlers dodged a bullet there, didn't he, Craig?
Yeah, he did. He sure did.
Was close to a fall. So Pasco.
Kohlers working on a switch. Pasco trying to put the legs in, but he's awful high. Kohlers is going to get the reversal here.
Is that a result of him being too high, Craig? Pasco?
Well, yeah, he was way too high there.
And that allowed Kohlers to get the reversal?
Exactly. The one thing about Kohlers is Kohlers likes putting in the legs too. He's got a cradle hooked up right now. He's going to get the near fall. Got a short time to go. He's going to get 3 near fall. So it's coming down to the third period.
7-5. Kohlers, hell of a comeback there by the young man.
Yeah.
Was down 7-0, scores 5 points there in the latter half of the second period. Both wrestlers just about got pinned. Here we go.
But again, Kohlers likes throwing in the legs as well. Sometimes he gets a little high, kind of like Pasco did earlier. Kohlers got that far arm tied up. There's Kohlers putting the legs in. Going to try to push that head down and get that power half in there. Now he's going to try to stretch him out, get him on his back. He's going to get some near fall points, but again, he got high. Kohlers is high, but he got 2 near fall.
Tied it up, 7-7.
Referee needs to be on the other side. Had an illegal hold there. Kohlers had a figure 4. Got a figure 4, which is an illegal hold. I think Slingsby's wanting to know, well, who's calling it? You or the other guy? And
well,
yeah,
I know.
Kohlers puts the legs in. Again, he's high. Pasco could shake him down. Kohlers is going to roll him through. He's got him split up. Going to score back points and possibly get a fall here. And there's the fall.
Kohlers pins Pasco.
Comes back. He was down 7 and came back.
7-0.
So that ties it up 30-30.
Well, all comes down to this one. It'll be the senior Sawyer Haig against state qualifier Curtis Rickgar.
Rickgar trying to work a fireman's. Now the wrestlers kind of come back to their feet.
These two young men wasting no time, are they?
No, they got right after it.
This one for all the marbles. 30-30 is your team score. Been a really nice match between the Mustangs and the Cardinals.
Has been.
It's been some good wrestling going on.
Rickgar in on a shot. Rickgar kind of likes that fireman's. He's been working it a couple different times. We've got blood time Chadron, I believe.
Yeah, Sawyer's got some blood on his right cheek. Craig, I got a message. I've got taco soup on the oven, or on the stove when I come home.
Oh my goodness!
How about that? We thank our sponsors, and I thank you and everyone else. But maybe we should thank my wife for letting me do this. Can you imagine zone defense with those 3 boys at home, by herself?
Maybe she locked them in the basement.
I wouldn't blame her. There's toys down there, and heat. They're fine. Restarting here. 1 minute to go. Your first period. This one is going to decide it all. The senior Sawyer Haig taking on the sophomore Curtis Rickgar at 170. Mustangs and Cards tied 30-30.
Both wrestlers just working for position off their feet here. Got a little poke in the eye there.
And Sawyer Haig is still bleeding, Craig. Looks like he got cut right below his right eye.
Working for head position.
Something's going to break here.
Yeah. Going to have blood time again on the eye.
So what happens if the blood time runs out?
It's a default.
It's a default?
You don't see it happen very often.
No, but I mean, this is, I guess with Sawyer, it's a little different than the bloody nose.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit of an abrasion or a cut by the eye.
If it gets close, they'll just put a piece of gauze on it, take some athletic tape and wrap it around there. And
wrap around his head?
Yeah.
Well, whatever it takes, right?
Yeah.
Pull a little hair out.
Well, if it gets close down to time.
Yeah.
They'll keep doing it like this until it gets down to under a minute or something, and they'll just wrap his head.
Yep. And Curtis got, looks like blood on his head from Sawyer, so they're going to wipe Curtis down. I was broadcasting, Craig, up in Lee Deadwood for volleyball this year, and one of the Gordon-Rushville volleyball players, they have white volleyball tops that they wear. One of the volleyball players scraped an elbow, and she had blood that soaked through her white, and they wouldn't let her wear the jersey. So in between sets, all the Gordon-Rushville girls ran to the locker room, put on their blue jerseys, and came back in because they wouldn't let her play.
Huh.
Just the rules. If there's blood, you can't play. So
Sawyer Haig from Chadron immediately gets an escape. Starting with the second period. Now Sawyer in on a takedown. Gets it. Changes the tide a little bit. Now it's 3-0. Rickgar, sit out. Going to face. He's got at least one for the escape. That hasn't been gotten it yet, but he'll get it. There it is. There's one for the escape. Now he was going to try to hit a twister, and he didn't hit it right. Now, Sawyer Haig from Chadron is going to get the takedown. Yeah, he tried to hit what they call a twister, and he didn't have things set up just perfectly right. Got caught. But now working for a reversal here. Sawyer's got Rickgar broke down flat on the mat. Comes in with kind of a strong cross face there.
.45 seconds to go here, second period. Haig with the lead over Rickgar, 5-1.
Rickgar needs to base up, get off the bottom there. Score here before the end of the period.
Second period comes to a close here. Haig stays on top. .5-1.
Rickgar's going to go down. He's going to have to get an escape. Take down. Reversal and some back points. Just to get tied up here.
You can hear Curtis down there working, trying to get the tide turned.
I was going to say, that's one thing you don't want to do is reach back and grab his head like that.
As soon as he did it, you heard the Chadron coaches yell.
Yeah.
I hear the Chadron coach saying, don't reach back, there's nothing back there.
Yeah. You got to get up and get moving here.
Rickgar getting worn down by Haig here.
Uh-oh. No back points. It was close, but right at a minute here.
Yep. Rickgar down 4. Sawyer Haig looking to win the match and win the duel between Gordon-Rushville and Chadron. Tied 30-30 here, down to the final minute of wrestling action tonight.
Haig working on that arm, getting it barred up. Trying to get him cranked over. Switched it over, now he's got him. No back points. Down to 30 seconds. Stalling now on the Rickgar, Gordon-Rushville. Yeah, he's got to get up and get to moving.
Time is not on his side right now. Under 20 seconds to go here. Sawyer Haig looks like he's in position here, Craig, to win the decision and win for Chadron.
Going to get a stalemate with 9 seconds to go. I'd say it's pretty safe right now.
Yeah. Curtis will need a pin here. Just about. Have to happen pretty quick. Curtis looks pretty worn out.
Yes.
He had a tough match against Valentine, too, so.
That's how it's going to end up, 5-1. Sawyer Haig over Curtis Rickgar, Gordon-Rushville. That'll make the duel score 33-30, if I remember right.
You're correct,
yeah,
Craig.
33-30.
So Chadron's going to
win
the duel. But it was a good night of wrestling, wasn't it,
Yes,
Craig?
it was. It was enjoyable. Very enjoyable.
I truly do appreciate you coming on and helping me out.
My pleasure.
Definitely added a new wrinkle to it. Because I would have said about half things you said, and it wouldn't have been right anyway. Okay, so we'll be set up Saturday morning for Gordon-Rushville Invite. So that'll be, all those links and everything will be shared on the Journal Star's Facebook page. So tune in Saturday. We'll have 3 cameras going. That's the plan. And then Craig and I will be on the microphone yet again for semifinals and finals action of the Gordon-Rushville Invite. So if you tuned in tonight, thank you guys so much for supporting and watching these kids, and we'll see you on Saturday.